We're not going to highlight our strings and numbers anymore. We can just use double quotes all around the strings to tell the difference. Just like before, we're going to run through this program together as a class. And again, we want to evaluate and then assign. So if you take a look at number 4, or on line 4, there's not a connection between the variables. We're just moving the information around. So we're going to run through this program again. So we create this variable kit. Kit gets 1. Create a variable boo. Boo gets kit plus 1. And then kit gets 5. So notice it takes the original assign value for kit earlier, and then it gets rid of that. So again, I want you to run this program, compare your results with another group. When done, I want you to hold up your 2 bags. And again, just like every other time, we want to evaluate and then we want to assign. All right, let's go through the answers together now. So here's what we've got going on. We created the variable fuzz, and we created variable clip. So then fuzz gets 5. Clip gets fuzz plus 2. So at this point, clip is going to get 5 plus 2. We get that 7. Now fuzz gets clip plus 1. Clip gets that GR plus fuzz. At this point, fuzz gets fuzz plus 1. Then fuzz gets fuzz plus 1 again, and then fuzz gets fuzz plus 1 again. So you have to go through the math on each of these to determine what fuzz ends up getting in the end, and you should get 11. And then the clip should get great, because at that point in line 5, you notice we have that string gr plus fuzz. At that point, fuzz has a value, that variable has a value of 8. So clip is going to have that great as a string, because remember that number in fuzz gets converted to a string when we combine it with that gr, that other string. Okay, some of the key takeaways that we have from the activity today. We have 2 different types of values that we're going to be looking at, numbers and strings. Those are our 2 different types. Remember, with our strings, we put them in quotes. Our numbers, we do not. Expressions evaluate to a single new value. So anytime we have some sort of expression where we use that operator, it's going to give a new value, or a new value. So that 10 divided by 2 evaluates to 5. When variables are in an expression, just make a copy. Don't change the actual variable. Variables are assigned a new value, so we can reassign them a different value and update them throughout the program. We evaluate everything first, and then we assign. So you take a look at that. 1 plus 2, or POW gets 1 plus 2. We evaluate the 1 plus 2 first, and then we assign it to that variable POW. Old values are always gone forever. We can't pull them back. So once we reassign, the program no longer recognizes the old values. And then assignment just moves information around. It doesn't actually connect the variables in any way. In some of the languages that we use, the assignment operator is not written with an arrow, but it's an equal sign. We use JavaScript in here quite a bit, and so we use that equal sign to assign values to our variable. So if you take a look at what this might look like in JavaScript, we had this fuzz fuzz gets fuzz plus 1. In JavaScript, we would write that as fuzz is equal to fuzz plus 1. It works the same way. We still evaluate it first, and then we assign. And we're going to look more on this next time. So what I want you to do is grab your journals right now. And what I want you to do is just write down some definitions. So in your own word, what is an expression? What is a variable? And what is an assignment operator? So take just a couple of minutes. And again, write down what in your own words is an expression, what is a variable, and what is an assignment operator. So go ahead and do that real quick now. And then I've got one more thing that I want you to do before you leave class today. So before you leave today, oops, sorry. We've got a little bit of an exit slip that we're going to do. So you are going to give me the output for the following code. We're going to, line 1 is going to have this VAR score. Score gets 3. Score gets score plus 1. And then score gets the string the score is, and then plus our variable score. That is all I have for you today. Thanks a lot. We'll see you